Hello, Katie Hunt here with your weekly intuitive reading for the week of June 24th, 2019. Happy solstice! I hope that you had a chance to celebrate the summer solstice that happened just a few days ago, that you had a chance to let go of the spring and the winter months and fully embrace the summer solstice that is upon us now. Summer solstice is a great time to celebrate, to set new intentions, to, dance naked around a fire. It's just a great time to reconnect with that old tribal you, that raw version of yourself. So I hope that you had a chance to celebrate it, to at least go outside and enjoy a little bit of nature. And if you haven't yet been able to celebrate, it's okay. Just make sure that you do something, any sort of celebration at all, even if you have a glass of wine and you toast to the summer solstice. That's great. It's just good to mark the lines in the sand, to celebrate and to ponder on all of the stuff that you have gone through up until this point. And we have these beautiful occasions for a reason. So it's nice to look back and, like I said, ponder on all of the things and reflect, but also to set intentions and to look forward into what this next solstice period is going to bring you. Looking at this week, we have a very different energy. There's always a lot of energy coming in. It's always very sleepy feeling to me. But we have some movement. And so when I looked at the cards this week, it could be interpreted two ways, because this is a general reading. Let's just keep it simple. It's a general reading, so things can be very different. So just keep in mind these two alternatives, or these two situations, as we go forward through this reading and as you go through your week. And take note to see where you're being guided and where you're being led, and take time for reflection as always, because it's nice to live with intention and to start out our day with some nice quiet time, but also at the end of the day, taking some time just to even reflect back on the day, what you were happy about, what you maybe weren't so happy about, maybe some things that you want to try a little bit differently in the morning. So one way that we can look at this is simply, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you have this magical wheel that you can turn, and you can pick whatever blessing it is that you want. You have the world at your fingertips. You have so many opportunities that are coming to you. You just need to decide before somebody decides on your behalf. So as we go through this week, you will have to, and you don't have to pick just one, but you can only spend so much time on certain things. So you can't do it all. You can do everything, you just can't do it all at once. So this week, you need to really connect in to yourself and your truth and what's actually going on without judging yourself, because especially if you have responsibilities, if you're a mother or you're a partner, it's hard sometimes to make real decisions that serve you, because you're thinking of everyone else, you're thinking of your family, you're thinking of the repercussions that this could have potentially on other aspects of your life. I'm asking you to park that this week when you make these decisions. Purely connect into yourself and what it is that you actually want, because the only person who will suffer from you lying to yourself is you. You will suffer the most, and it's not good and it's not necessary. So please, my dear, please do not lie to yourself. Look at your life. You are obviously feeling depleted in some area of your life, which bleeds into other areas of your life. So if you could only pick one thing to focus on this week, what would it be? Would it be your own centeredness and spiritual practice? Would it be your family, your friends, your relationships? Would it be your finances, your career? Or would it be letting things go and celebrating? There could be plenty of other options as well. Like I said, this is a general reading, but these are the general themes, and that kind of encompasses all of the different aspects of your life, and how maybe they will unfold will be completely individual. But look at your life, and where do you need to put in your energy to make your life better and to feel more whole and complete and satisfied. I'm thinking for a lot of you, this decision has to do with yourself. taking back yourself, trying to reconnect with you and what it is that you need, which means pulling back from some relationships, which means pulling back from commitments, which also can be difficult. And sometimes putting ourselves first is the hardest thing to do. But just because it's hard doesn't mean it's the wrong thing. So really connect into yourself. Don't let your ego get involved, and just make decisions based on what it is purely that you want. So this week, that could just be simply, it's about you making a choice, and it's about you taking action and actually focusing on that one thing. And for some of you, this might be 2 or 3 aspects instead of 5, but really narrow it down, really focus on that, because we're also in this beautiful recuperating period. We had this really intense time since the winter solstice all the way through to now, the 6 months period. It's been really freaking intense. It's been really hard. So give yourself some time to recuperate a little bit and maybe scale back on some of your commitments so that you can focus on the things that really need your attention right now. So that's one. The other one is a little bit more of a story. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. You also have a lot of options this week. Like, not even just this week, obviously, in your life, but this week you're being called to make a decision and to kind of set an intention for where you want to direct energy for the remainder, for the this solstice until winter solstice. So where is it that you want to grow and evolve and change? What is it in your life that you want to maybe alter? Where is it that you want to attract something new in? And where is it in your life you want to let go? And maybe all of these areas that I've mentioned are places that you actually want to visit, but what is most important right now that you want to work on? What is going to get you the best results, the best bang for your buck, make you feel the absolute best? And just start there, and then reassess once that seems to be under control. Instead of trying to this shotgun approach, trying to scatter your energy all over the place, trying to make all of these different things happen, where can you really focus your energy this week? And where can you really start to make real change? So as we go through this week, at the beginning, it is about reconnecting to the self. It is about finding balance. And finding balance is an art, it's not a science. I feel like one of our lessons in life on this planet is to find balance. We're always out of balance in some way or another. Could be days where you have really good balance and you're feeling really good. But one really great way to bring and intentionally bring in balance into your life is to do balancing postures, is to surround yourself by opposites, like yin, yang, light, dark, maybe wearing a white top with really dark black pants. Stuff like that. It can be really simple stuff. Making sure that if you have a bad lunch, that you have a really healthy supper, or making sure that if you're feeling really tired and lazy, that you make sure that you have a really great workout that day. Those types of things. So bringing in balance, because that is really magical. And that is going to be something that you're going to just want to naturally do anyway. It's not really going to be a whole lot of action required on your part, but the universe will come in and show you exactly where you are out of balance. And it'll also give you some opportunities for you to practice on that balance a little bit. Also with this though, as we find balance and inner peace, we are then more receptive to the beauty that surrounds us, to our blessings, to our gifts. We're not feeling so run down or so uneven on one side that we can't really even see the blessings that are in front of us. This is a time to look around you and notice your family and the friends and the people that you have in your life and all that you have to be grateful for. Looking at all of the things that you have brought into your life and all of the things that you want. How would you make decisions from this balanced place if you knew that no matter what, you got exactly what you wanted and that everything always worked out? You would probably act much differently. So this is your call to act from this place, from this energy. Go forward, making decisions, assuming that things are going to work out great. Because yes, calculated risk, making sure that we're making decisions that are thought out and that we've thought about the worst case scenario, but don't live in the worst case scenario, because who knows? Maybe nothing will happen at all. Maybe everything is going to work out perfectly for you. Who is to say that it's not going to work out? Yeah, where did that come from? Maybe that's also something that you need to dig in a little bit. Balance that self-doubt with some, self-confidence a little bit and see where it gets you. Then we're kind of beginning on this new journey. How is your job? We're kind of looking at job now. So as we have brought ourselves into a beautiful state of balance, we're able to actually look at the rest of the week from a higher point of view, from this, I get everything I wanted. So how am I going to act? What am I going to do for work? How is the things that I do for work and the way that I present myself in this world, how does that impact my kids or the little ones around me or my husband or my brothers and sisters? How does this all affect them? How do I walk through this world and how does that impact other people? So this can also be for some looking and deciding on perhaps starting on a new job or making some sort of tweaks in the career plan a little bit. And then as we come through from there, there's a point of celebration. Taking time to reflect back and to really be grateful yet again for all of the things that we want. Celebrations, just having fun. How is it that you can bring in more fun into your life? Then as we get through to the end of the week, this could actually also trickle into the following week. Then that comes time for the decision. This energy comes in and it's like pushes you up against those two doors and is saying you can't go back. You can't go backwards. You have to choose one of the doors. Which one are you going to walk through? We gave you all of this time and all of this reflection this week so that you could make a decision. So what's the decision going to be? And if you don't pick, you're still going to go through a door. So make sure that it's the one that you want to go through, because if you don't pick, something or someone else will choose for you. And it's not always the best thing when somebody else makes a decision for you. Sometimes we wish that we would have done something else. So with that in mind, make the most of this week and all of these beautiful things that come into your life. Allow them to guide you, to lead you where it is that you need to go, and be ready to make a decision. And this decision doesn't necessarily have to be based in the physical world, like you actually acting and quitting your job. It could just be something as simple as deciding that actually I want to go back to school. And I'm not like going to sign up tomorrow, but I'm going to start looking at what I need to do to go back to school. And maybe you start to do some research and you start to move some money around a little bit or something like that. So it doesn't have to be so big, but the decision is made. So once you've made your mind up, then everything will start to fall into place and you can begin to manifest and to decide what it is that you want in the future, what you want it to look like, what does that perfect school look like, what does that perfect course or degree or whatever it is that you're looking for, what does that actually look like? And you can start to do all of that work as we go. For some of you, though, this is making actually big decisions and taking those action steps. So just do what is comfortable for you and whatever feels natural. Like I said, this is a general reading, so the degree of this, like the seriousness of this can vary, but do whatever feels right for you. And if it doesn't feel right to make a decision, that's also making a decision. I'm deciding not to decide right now. I'm just going to stand in front of these doors for a little while, and hopefully I get to make the decision before the wind comes and pushes me up against one of them and I have to walk through. So there you are. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead, filled with so much love and blessings and everything. I am still in Ireland. I am pre-recording this, so I hope I'm enjoying myself, but I will be back in Calgary very soon, and I will see you next week. Sending you so much love.